All right, and I am back. Great googly muggly. Hello, this is High Priestess Jamila, and I went live accidentally from my other channel, and so I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm talking for like 3 minutes, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know this channel is not that dead. Y'all know I've been kind of upset at YouTube because they seem to have destroyed my channel. Um, okay, so a frequently asked question. Right after people have confirmed that they do have some sort of hex or curse on them, their first question is usually why? Why did they do this to me? Okay, and people don't really have to have a reason. Sometimes people may be feeling some type of way about themselves and they may want to push energy off on you. And then there's also this a such thing as people trying to steal your mojo, your spirit. And as an experienced practitioner, I've seen it all. Um, so, but the question is, how does it get in? You're like, I thought I was protected. I thought that I was using the appropriate protection. And so, usually, when I do readings for people that are trying to find out if there's some sort of hex or curse on them, especially if it's been a long term curse, and long term is going to be 3 months or more. Um, Typically, when I look back at when the curse was placed on them, it's usually when you have went through some kind of milestone or trauma or both. And so what I was saying on the other one before I got into some of these milestones is that people that want to make other people vulnerable, especially divine masculines, y'all have to be careful with that because there's way too much stuff out there that can attach to people. So things like domination, love work, and stuff like that, you may not want to do that to a person because you may be putting their spirit in a weakened place where they can actually get stuff put on them. Okay. But typically, when somebody has been hexed, it's usually after a milestone, such as graduating high school. Okay. There's always somebody around that's ready to throw a hex at you for whatever reason. Going to college, graduating from college, people will put stuff on you. More than likely, it's like an evil eye curse. It's jealousy because jealousy is a very, very, very deadly sin. Envy and jealousy, and it's a deadly sin for the person that is putting the curse on you. And so a lot of people say, well, this is not fair. How could this happen? How could somebody just do that? Well, they waited for a time that they felt that you were vulnerable. So other milestones is getting married. Okay, there's always somebody either at the wedding that wants to curse you, your exes, okay, they mad all of a sudden and they want to curse you. And then also when either you get pregnant or have a baby, people have a tendency to curse you during those things. Now that is more common in families that seem to be struggling. Okay, so if you have a family and the type of family unit that a lot of people had struggles in school or struggles with obtaining and gaining success, more than likely you're going to be getting cursed by all of those people in the family that are kind of messed up. Okay. Hey, lovely. Yeah, yeah, at work, absolutely. People at work are a trip. But this is what I want to tell y'all. Okay. The people at your job, they could be doing something to you, but I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Most of the time, what I see is family and close friends doing stuff to you. Okay. Because unless you have befriended a person at work, which they say that it's not advisable to do that. but I mean, I don't see how you can't eventually become friendly with somebody at work. You know what I'm saying? But mostly it's the people that are around you. A lot of people have generational hexes on them too. Now, any kind of milestone, promotion on your job, if you go and you tell people, they will throw hexes at you. Okay. Hello, Latrice. Hello. Now, trauma. Okay. Trauma is probably the number one way that a curse can get attached to you. Um, Either car accident, um, fight, maybe having a fight with somebody, maybe a death in the family. For some reason, during these times, this is when that evil spirit kind of rises up in people and they start cursing people. The best thing that you can do if you know that you're cursed, because what I get the sense, lovely 828, is that somebody else close to you put something on you. And the reason why this is manifesting at work is because those people are being affected by spirit, or either your consciousness is telling you that something is wrong. Now, a lot of people will say, well, this is unfair for somebody to just be able to do this to me. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe that they did that. It is unfair. And the one thing that you can do is either you can go and get you a candle, reversal candle. You can do a hex reversal with tea lights. Get you a reversal candle if you don't know how to do it. If you don't know anything about witchcraft, you can go and get a spiritualist to get it taken off of you. It's sad, but it's the truth. And people will, I mean, people do stuff like, mainly if you have a milestone, like if something good happens for you, that's when people will come in and they'll go, oh, I want to mess this up for this person because I'm mad and I can't let go. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about long-term spiritual abuse, because putting a curse on somebody is technically spiritual abuse. Especially when the person has not really done anything to you. An exchange of words does not mean that you should be wishing all this bad upon people, but there's a lot of people that do it because they lack self-control. Yeah. You're welcome, lovely. I not too long ago did a reversal spell. Well, it's definitely good to do your reversals and stuff. I would, after you announce anything, you better believe that a hex, anything good or anything bad, like for example, if you're very vulnerable after a death in your family, there are people out there taking this as an opportunity to try to do harm to you. Everybody ain't nice like High Priestess Jamila. It's some evil people in this world, y'all. It is. And they they definitely they definitely get their karma, but here's what I don't like to see. I don't like to see people caught up in a chaos or a beef for long term. I do think that it is important to distance yourself from somebody that is just throwing something at you. I mean, more than likely it's somebody close to you. They would have to be close enough to get next to you in order to do that. Usually. Now, I have seen people get cursed by people that they ain't even talked to in 10 years. And they'll come to me, they'll say, Jamila, who put this on me? And I'll say, well, it's this person from 10 years ago. Well, I don't even talk to that person no more. Well, they still doing stuff to you. Some people are just, they and I do believe people like that do get their karma. So when you reverse it and you send it back to them, they're definitely going to get that back. And it's a lesson learned. And spirits typically reverse hexes very quickly. Spirits will reverse a hex very quickly. And as if you let it set in for years and years and years, and after everything is forgotten about or something, um, and you may have had like some crazy stuff going on in your life, because I've seen people with curses on them for years. You may have something crazy going on, and that person that put that hex on you, if they done cause some kind of calamity in your life, they gonna get hit with the bam. They gonna get hit with the bam. This is the reason why I'm very, very careful about certain things when it comes to the craft, and I try to keep myself like, and trust me, people can piss you off, but you got to consider what you're doing when you throwing stuff at you, at other people, when you throwing stuff at people. Okay, you got to also let the punishment fit the crime. There's a lot of people that are sending you the whole state of hell, and all you said to them was hello. Okay, and I'm being sarcastic when I say that. I'm being very sarcastic. You don't really have to say anything to some people. They're hot wires. They'll just start doing things to you. They'll start calling to their spirits or gods and stuff. And what I pretty much do is I just do a reversal on myself every single day. I'm just constantly send it back, send it back, you know. I believe this woman on my old job cursed me. I have no idea why. My ancestors told me, and I saw it in the cards. So all I did was reverse it back to her. Yeah, yeah, that's really the best thing for you to do, and then to clear yourself. And a lot of times you just want to thank the spirits and thank your lucky stars that they were not able to completely and totally destroy your life. Okay, especially if you have good things going on in your life, and you have happiness, and you have harmony in your life. That's people, that negative spirit. Now, I do believe that people that just go around doing things to people, and it's like, what are you doing? And I don't, and see, a lot of Christians, y'all got to be careful speaking curses on people. Hello, they think that they're not doing witchcraft. Oh, but you are. Your Bible told you that words are curses. Okay. So this why, I try to tell people, you got to be careful, because a demonic spirit could be using you, and you're using your power to attack a person that doesn't deserve it. Okay. So, and like I said, the way that it gets in is if you're ever in a vulnerable state. Okay, like if you're going through some kind of deep trauma or something like that, that is when people will strike you. People are a trip. They will get you at your they want to get you at your lowest point. They, when they feel that you're low, even though I can tell you that, I cry all the time if I need to. So just because I'm crying doesn't mean that I'm vulnerable. But a lot of people take it as that, oh, let's go ahead and go in and, oh, yeah, this is our opportunity. It's like, well, it's a very human thing to cry. So, but a lot of people will do it. They will. And and sometimes it'll be working. It'll work on you. And you be like, what the heck? People looking at you crazy. And see, spirit will let you know, because all of a sudden you feel like everybody looking at you weird. And you can tell when it's an evil eye curse too. Okay, the evil eye comes from jealousy. People being jealous of you, of what you have. They'll try to throw the evil eye at you. You must reverse that. Okay. I just, I got so many people that can't stand my black ass that I just keep an altar set up for my deities to take care of business when I need them to. you know. So but I think that if you're somebody that is new to this, and you just never was actually aware of what people are doing, yeah. Gang stalkers is a spiritual occurrence to typically happening to witches. Okay, if you have any form of gang stalking, either you were a witch or maybe you had something going on in your previous life, in your past life, that you need to work on. Okay, and see, some people are just wide open to spirits. They don't really have nobody looking out for them or caring about them to say, hey, what the hell are you doing? Why are you doing that? What's wrong with you? Why are you doing that to that person? Why are you gang stalking somebody with other people? A lot of people that that don't have protection, or either their spirit guides, they can't hear them or they can't feel them, then you can literally be used as an empty seater to stalk and harass somebody, which is not cool at all, but it happens to some people. I think that if you are gang stalking somebody, you're cursed. You have a curse on you if you're gang stalking anybody. I'm just saying. Well, what's a curse? A curse is a bad spirit. It's an intranquil spirit. Does somehow got attached to you, and now you must commit this evil atrocity. Hmm. Well, you know how that goes, lovely 828, because like I said, there are just as many Christian witches as there are pagans. So just because we know how to remove the curse, they want to be hypocrites about it, because we know how to remove those strongholds and we know how to remove those contracts from your soul, from your spirit. And then if you have spiritual gifts, people will try to take your power. But, I don't know about y'all. I call to my power every day, twice a day. So there's no such thing as people stealing your power from you unless you don't know. Okay. So what you want to do is you just want to keep calm and reverse it. Okay. Or you can go to somebody that knows how to reverse it and to break it, to break the hex. I don't know if you've seen my comment, but I had a dream. My aunt, she was a witch. I dreamed she came and gave Mr. a bunch of pink diamonds. Who is Mr.? Me gave you a bunch of pink diamonds? Well, that doesn't sound like a bad dream, Savage TV. That doesn't sound like a bad dream. In fact, I don't know. Just if I had a dream somebody came and gave me a bunch of pink diamonds, I know that should be a good sign. Yeah. So I've talked about signs of being hexed. To me, when I can tell when somebody is trying to put something on me is when I can feel unfamiliar spirits inside of me and around me that don't make any sense. And there's one particular symptom that I have every single time. Like every time somebody tries to put something on me, I can feel it in my chest and my stomach. My chest and my stomach tells me everything. Okay. Hey, Indigo Moon. Are you cursed if a lot of people are hating on you for no reason? If their hate is affecting you, mind, body, and spirit, or if it's it may make you a little sad and depressed because you may feel alone, but that could possibly be a sign, but that can also be a sign of you being very blessed. Oftentimes when I see a lot of people hating on me, or even if somebody says anything or something happens, I can tell that blessings are coming in. So it just depends. I think that everybody should, on a regular basis, Make sure that you are reversing a lot of that stuff. Okay, because people will do it to you. They will. And they don't have to you don't have to do anything to a person to get cursed. Because a lot of people will say, well, why did they do that to me? I didn't did nothing to them. And why did it affect me? I did nothing. It still can. Because if somebody is hating on you, it's usually because they can see what you have sometimes before you can even see it. So if you are like, if it's something about you that makes people jealous, you know, or if you have, blessings or whatever, people will hate on you, um, or people will curse you so that you will be in a state of mind to where you can't receive those blessings. But yeah, there are some people that they will hate on you because you're blessed. They'll hate on you because you're successful. That people hate on you for a bunch of different reasons. Depends on how that person feels about themselves. But does that make sense, Malet Adamu, that if a lot of people are hating on you for no reason, like I said, it could be somebody that has put something on you, or it could be that something is getting ready to happen for you that is good or amazing. And people tend to do that. I don't know why. Y'all, if I could tell y'all why and explain to y'all the mind of some people, then but I can only speak from an outside perspective because I ain't never been no hater. I congratulate people whenever they have good news. So yeah, well then that sounds like an evil eye curse, Malet Adamu. That sounds like that evil eye curse, especially if a lot of people are hating. Yeah. So I know that at the first signal of one, I would be getting it removed because you just never know how it's going to manifest itself. Some of these deities and entities are pretty evil and they'll try to mess you up. And you can be a good person. You know the saying, bad things happening to good people. You could be a good person. You could be, a humanitarian. You can be just a sweet person and people will just put stuff on you just because. So I wish people would stop doing that, but it is what it is. I guess it's good for business. I would rather do other stuff because I get a lot of people that come to me to get hexes removed from them. Okay. I was on an all white beach with all white on. I became upon an older woman with all white on as well who threw white powder substance on my face. Then asked me, "How do I feel now?" Oh my God. Was you in a were you were this actually happened in the Go Moon? Mm. I mean, how did you feel? Because curses can sometimes come in the form of a you know. Oh, in a dream. Okay. Okay. Have you been having any signs since then? Has it been rough for you since then? Because that could have been that could have been a spirit that somebody sent to you. How does it feel? How do I feel now? Interesting. Oh, you felt rejuvenated. Okay, well then that may have been a spirit guide then. That may have been somebody coming to give you some blessings or something. As long as things ain't out of sorts and everything is normal, then you should be okay. But if things are out of sort, if things are strange, if you can't relax and feel good, because your spirits are going to let you know, hey, something ain't right. They are going to let you know that something is not right. They're going to say, wait a minute, something ain't right. And a lot of times a hex, it won't let you kind of just be, you'll find yourself kind of in a state of what the hell is going on with me. So, but like I said, my body sends me signs of when, somebody's working on me. And then also I can see people's rituals and stuff. Even if they try to hide them, I can still see them. I've been having that ability for quite some time now. And people just in general can be pretty evil. Okay. Thank you, Indigo Moon. Thank you. Oh, my led Adamu, you gonna have to contact me. Any of y'all that feel cursed, get a consultation. Any of y'all that feel like you got something on you, you are more than welcome to get a consultation. In fact, it's almost the new moon and we're getting ready to have an energy shift. I am so looking forward to this new moon. I cannot wait. It's coming up on the 11th in 5 more days. So that will give us plenty of time to plan ahead. You know? Yeah, you're right. If it seems, Malet Adamu, it sounds like to me that whatever is on you has kind of got you sort of like on the dark side of the moon, or either you're in like an alternate reality that you just it's like, what is this doesn't feel normal or right. Yeah, I know how you feel with that. I think that sometimes spirit can make you feel that way, but it does. And I think that people around you, they'll definitely let you know, um if something, I think that spirit will let you know too. And see it, at any moment, if my clients need a hex remover, they just tend to come to me. You know what I'm saying? Because spirit will lead you to me. So I've had dreams of dogs attacking me. Really? Oh my goodness gracious. Well, that's not good. That's a nightmare. That's not a dream. That's a nightmare. Are you doing anything to protect yourself in your sleep? I know that I have y'all, I'm telling y'all, you be surprised at what folks will be doing to you during them sleeping hours. And I don't understand why people live and breathe and just evil all the time like that. Like I am a practitioner and I've put curses on people before, you know what I'm saying? Do I necessarily agree? Here's the one thing that I can't stand is that if somebody messes with you and then you curse them, sometimes you still have to clear yourself of their negative karma. That's why it's kind of good to just let stuff roll off your back sometimes. And anytime somebody puts a curse on somebody, they should do it safely and they should clear themselves. There's people out there just saying stuff and just talking and talking and talking and speaking curses on people all the time. You just create negative karma for yourself. That's why it's a good policy to wish people well. It's not a good policy to try to hurt people or, to try to hurt their family. That's not cool. So, yeah, I'm always here when y'all need me. I'm surprised we got so many people up in here. I've been kind of, I don't know, feeling like my views have been going down. I believe someone was working on me because I had nightmares twice in 2 days. So what I did was I wrote a letter and burnt it and went back to sleep and haven't had it since. Yeah, that's what's up. That is what is up. But I just wanted to come and tell y'all that because a lot of people are like, well, I've been using protection and I've been calling to the angels for protection. And that's because this is what happens. Somebody sends you something and somehow it gets in your etheric space. And then the second your vibrations and frequencies drop down, that is when that spirit can get in and be up on you. So you got to watch out whenever you're going through something. You can't even be happy, can you? You can't get married, you can't have a baby, you can't have any kind of deaths in your family, because if you have a death in your family, people are going to assume, oh, this person is vulnerable, I can go ahead and curse them. You're just going to assume that, and they'll do it. And and that was, now that I'm realizing it, that was one of the reasons why when my grandmother passed away, I could not mourn for a very long time. And I know why. And because as soon as my grandmother passed away, she started visiting me in my dreams like all the time. And for some reason at her funeral, I held back every tear. And I think that it was just because I was supposed to be strong during that time, because when somebody passes away, you are extremely vulnerable, especially if it's somebody like your parent or worse, that, yeah, I don't even want to speak on that, but if, or whoever it is that you lose, if you have a loss in your family, and sometimes it be people inside of the family that's cursing people. You'd be surprised at how many principles of families that I have seen just literally taking out everybody. Why? Who knows? That is so many different reasons people have for being evil. But the good part about it is that you don't have to necessarily fret about it, but you don't want to just let it keep going on. You know what I'm saying? You want to catch it before it sets in or settles in and gets too bad. Okay. And I can be sometimes obsessive compulsive about hexes. I will get up every single day. I have a reversal jar now, y'all. I just say screw it. I'll just go make a reversal jar, yes. And so I'm thinking about offering that to people because it does work. It does, to where you can just light a tea light or either a candle over it every day. Keep it going, keep them fires burning. Okay, until I guess you don't have to anymore. It only takes like a couple of minutes to consecrate a candle or a tea light and stick it on top of a jar. So, you know, yeah, the way that happens with family is when entities and demons turn everybody against each other in the family, which is so sad. So sad. I have seen families in turmoil because of negative outside influences. And I can tell you that it ain't worth it. And the ancestors, they don't like it. They don't like that. Okay. They don't like it when, um, they see you involving yourself with people that don't have your best interests at heart. Because everybody in your life should have your best interests at heart. But I think that there's some people, they just have it in their heart to scheme and scam and just try to harm somebody. Just some people are like that. Some people are good, some people are bad. And I guess it would depend on perception. Who would that person be bad to or good to? Some people may look at somebody doing bad things as being good, depending on what spirit they're in. And some people may look at you doing good things as being bad. So, yeah. So I'd say just be careful. Um, but the last thing that you want to necessarily worry about is a hex. Just get it taken off of you and you'll be okay. Okay. All right, y'all. There's my frequently asked question. Um, Depending on how many likes we get, I'm not even gonna say that. I kind of miss coming on here doing readings for y'all, so I think I'm gonna do that. I'm not sure though. It depends on what my schedule is like tomorrow. I know that I have a couple of consultations scheduled for tomorrow, so and my hours usually extend about a week before the new moon and the full moon. So, like for example, if you're in California or if you're behind my time, like I'm usually up until probably about midnight doing readings for people in other countries. So if you are in another country, I'm definitely scheduling more people than what I was scheduling previously. So um, there's other steps of breaking a hex other than lighting candles and stuff. Main thing you want to do is you want to burn it off, wash it off. There's a lot of different instructions that I give and things that I've done to uh personally for myself and other people that have worked to take hexes off of them, because I will admit that I've had hexes put on me. Okay, a lot of them in the past 6 years. I don't get excited about it, you know, because then that's when when you start getting excited about it, that's when you kind of know that okay, something gonna have to be done. Because at the end of the day, a curse is going to mess with your peace, your harmony, your balance, your inner peace, and it's just not cool. That's why I prefer to bless people than to curse them. I usually remove curses, okay, rather than cursing people. um Honestly, I don't even offer it on the website anymore. If a person does something to you, we can reverse it and we'll send back an equal amount of energy that they sent to you. We're not going to go further than what they've actually done, which technically the way spirit will see it is that it could have been worse. So you removed it and it could have been worse. Move on, move forward. Okay. And that way, because if you keep obsessing over it, that means that you're still cursed. That means that it hasn't been removed yet because you haven't let it go. Because what you have to do almost in a ritual is you have to totally rewire that person's energy to where they are back at the state of being that they were prior to the curse. So when you do a reversal, you're almost like setting your computer back to before something had happened. That's why I always look at milestones, and my cards will always tell me, okay, well, we got to go back 6 years. And sometimes going back 6 years, 7 years, that can sometimes be a little bit more difficult. You may have some traumatic things going on in your life as a result of that curse, and then also other things that was supposed to happen, but then the curse is just adding stuff to it, if that makes sense. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say, you guys. I hope everybody is having a happy witching hour. Hit that thumbs up. And I'm definitely very good at removing curses, just to let y'all know. So if y'all do need a curse removed from you, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I've been doing this for a while. So hello, Nyan pals. You said true friend, foe, or family. You talking about me or you talking about somebody else, sweetie? Y'all must have tarot questions or something. I know I got real tired after I did all those readings earlier and I slept for hours, and then now I'm just kind of up. I'm about to watch some TV. So, yeah. So, anyway, guys, I will see y'all later. Okay. It's real easy to get a consultation. You just visit my Etsy or either Cash App me. And yes, I do have a 100% success rate on removing hexes. Okay. All right, y'all. See y'all later. Peace and love to y'all. You're welcome, Savage TV. You're welcome, lovely 828.